I wake up in the morning, I piss excellent.
Telly, Aguero! Close, he's given him! He's given him! Petersen's got a hat-trick on his birthday! Thoughts on how it was going? It was boxing the bleeding head off him.
Rebound Bosch, back out to Allen, his three-pointer,
Marshall skips away, Marshall's still going!
English a half length in front. Can he do it? Chautauqua, he's flying! Yes! There's history!
Muchas gracias, afición. Este para vosotros.
Usually biscuit. Chocolate starfish. Sorry, little girl.
You know, that friend does. What's have you watched Woodstock?
Oh, no, I watched it.
Everyone just break shit.
They start throwing shit on the stage.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Fat Boy is fucking in heaven. And it's like the car's like, well, on the stage, and all I can see is the car coming towards me. I'm like, what the hell is that? That was so fucked up.
That I've heard that documentary. It's fucked
it's
up.
good, but
It's sickening.
sickening.
There'll never be another one.
Why not? What about when they start handing candles out at the end?
Yeah, like that.
You got a 3-day bender drug-fueled crowd, and all they do is hand out
hand out fire.
Let's
Find
hand
a
out
bunch
candles.
of people.
All I want to do is burn shit.
Give fire to people tripping on acid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They were even killing each other.
They were.
They did.
No one died. I think 3 people died. That's a good weekend.
There wasn't there like
good
10
weekend.
rapings or
Just
something
one-
though?
10 rapings. Well,
That car story was
Allegedly.
fucked.
Oh, the van one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
The
heard
Fat Boy
that.
Slim.
Yeah, Fat Boy is fucking in heaven. He said he looked to the right and there was just people like bent over this wall like ready to get fucked. He said it's crazy. Corey, is it slipped off?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You get like a better table for this,
Is that what happened to the twos? When he dropped the mic?
Luke did that on purpose, but
Probably. You just wanted the mic drop for like attention.
yesterday in St Kilda.
Did he?
By what? At Luna Park?
Fucking heaps of seagulls attacking her. Suppose he was like the pigeon lady from
he was probably doing the
From
magpie back
Home
Home
Alone.
then.
Alone. Yeah. He was the pigeon lady from Home Alone too, just with seagulls and he was squawking.
I saw him and Liam were in the chair ride, going up in the sky.
That looked lovely.
Yeah, it looked like they had a great time at Luna Park.
Yes, I think they did. He went. Well, he had a good weekend on the punt. He won $550 on the last race and then went to bed.
Luke,
Yeah, so that's a good weekend.
which one? The Caulfield race?
No, it was fucking Toowoomba or some shit.
Toowoomba. I won on that Caulfield one.
No,
want
they
a-
would
I want
have
a
had
bit of
another big
Caulfield.
day down the Everest there.
Oh, the Everest looked fucking packed. I wish I went, It looked so good.
That looked like
I know
Woodstock
so many
99.
people that were there. I couldn't believe it.
Like the whole Central Coast was there. It was
Would have been alright if we were in our punters box there when we were up there.
Oh,
we could
yeah,
have.
Oh, mate,
sure.
We would have been looking down at all our pilgrims.
like it,
Throwing shit at them.
We were in the Red Keep.
Before the Everest started, they just had them all like singing Sweet
Sweet
Caroline,
Caroline.
and we were trying to. I was watching it on TV. I was like, "Holy fuck! Look how many people are there."
The people crowd surfing and stuff. It was mental. And then Peking Duck played after it.
Yeah, the Peking Duck looked fucking.
Would have
packed.
been better
Everyone
than the
stayed there
chick
after
that played after
Sneaky
fucking
sound
punters.
system.
Hey, how dare you? That's Sneaky Sound System. That's an Australian hero.
Institution.
Cuppa saw Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
And he had like heaps of black backup dancers. Not that I saw Cuppa.
Everybody's looking
but
for
yeah.
I saw a couple.
That was, yeah. They were just off that skin tone. But welcome back. Bet Slip Podcast. Joined by Rito and Cubba again for a Monday afternoon.
It's Corey and Cubba.
Oh, it is too. I'm just so used to saying it, you know. I just saw the golf bag and I was like, you know, Callum's here.
He's here in spirit.
He's here in spirit. But Rito and Corey, how you doing?
Not bad, mate. How you going?
Good. Corey, what's going on?
Oh, not much, mate. Look, I'm still getting the shout outs every week. I'm not here as well. I got another shout out on the Thursday one last
Yeah,
week.
so did I, actually.
The streak's still alive. I think I've got mentioned on every podcast so far.
Well,
I've
you're
been
an
a part of it
influential
in
guy.
spirit at some point.
You're an influential guy.
I think so.
I don't know, what were we talking about? How shit Manly are of a club?
Oh,
So I think that's what we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But Rito, how was your weekend?
It was pretty good. Pretty good weekend.
How'd you go on the punt?
I had a solid weekend on the punt,
Solid
to be
weekend.
honest.
I think everyone
Solid.
did.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Oh.
I had a good run on the punt. I won a couple of multis, had a couple of outrights. Just a nice little one. Then when it even played the Bricky's laptop and fucking pulled out a couple hundred on that too. So you know,
What, Queen of the Nile?
nah, it was one of the Asian lightnings, I think.
Asian Lightning? What was it? Oh, one of the Jingzhou.
Yeah, one of them ones. Yeah.
Nice. Hyundai. Butch, what you get up to?
Oh, not much. Actually, I had a pretty big weekend. That'd be Great Nan's 100th birthday. It's actually her birthday today. So
Shout out, Nan.
Shout out to Nanny Nance, the legend.
Hit the ton.
Oh,
That's
fucking
huge.
she did, mate. I got her a little indoor cricket bat, and we all signed it, and she raised the bat for us at the party. It was fucking hectic.
One of the Milo cricket bats.
Nah, it was a Slazenger, and it had the 100 on it as well. That was just a fluke. I was just looking for anything like we used to play with in the old Butcher Lounge room.
Oh, the old Butcher knee cricket.
Yeah.
Many of LBs there.
Oh,
My thick thighs.
many a punch-ons as well, trying to fucking argue the LB.
Get off me.
And talking about Draymond Green punching on last week, that was nothing compared to what used to happen at the old BCG, mate.
That was, yeah.
The BCG.
Reminded me of Hell in a Cell. War games. Anything went.
It was violent, and people would come in from everywhere.
Literally anywhere. The neighbours used to come in and try and fight us as well. They didn't even have anything to do with the game.
Remember the great stacks on when we had Jaden on the bottom? He's going, "Get off me! Get off me! Help!"
I can picture it right now.
Oh, you know the funny part
He
about
goes,
it?
"My rib! I broke my rib!"
The funny part about it was he had a broken arm, and no
Yeah,
one
that's when he
believed
punched the
him.
window.
No one believed. It was when about 6 weeks. It was just like this tiny little window in this mass. Was it music classroom?
Yeah.
They locked him in one of the classrooms, and he was like this tiny little window, and he was getting the shit. So he went like this and punched it and missed and hit like the metal frame on the outside of it. And he's sitting there like crying at lunch, going, "I think I broke my arm," like crying and shit. Shut up, idiot! Stop being a dickhead. And then he come home to his dad. He's like sooking at Greg, and Greg's like, "No, nothing wrong with you." And like played footy for like the next 4 weeks. Then he goes, "I need to go to the hospital." I said, "Mr. Phillips, your son's arm's broken, hand's broken." And then I think we were playing like twos, like 14 twos or something like that. We couldn't make semis, couldn't do anything. Jaden's just like, "I want to play." He's like trying to cut his cast off to play 14 twos and stuff like that. But like when we stacked on him that day, like no, he was at the bottom crying, "My hand!" It was like a couple of big boppers on him. There was like me, Prime Kyle McBrady.
Yeah, the Twos brothers.
Twos brothers.
Even Dad jumped on him.
Nearly pushing a ton there, just on top. Yeah, I had an alright weekend on the punt as well. Bit of a quiet one, using that BetR app.
Yeah, they were good. They were good. I thought they were dodgy. I didn't wait long enough, but they ended up paying well.
If I can never hear the word bonus cash again, I'll die a happy man.
Yeah, that was repeated a fair few times. It was like ingrained in my brain, just like every 5 minutes. Where's my bonus cash? I need bonus cash.
Yeah, Sally was sitting here on the spin bike on the phone to him for like half an hour. "Where's my bonus cash? Where is it? Where is it?"
And then me and Jack went for, and then he eventually got through, and he fucking cash came through. After me and Jack went through and showed him that half the bets he put on weren't going to pay out because he put like 4 bets on the one race.
He put like 2 bets on a race, but the horse that come like second, third, or fourth, or fifth was the second bet. So your first bet is the one that counts the money.
Right.
So he's like, "I'm owed this much money," and I was like, "You're owed like $20." He's like,
So he's tried to double up.
Yeah, he tried to double dip, like the classic double dip. It doesn't work out with that.
he's a
Mate,
scam.
I did that. I did that in the horses as well. We'll probably talk about it in a minute, but I did not fucking go well.
I double dipped. I dipped into better, and I dipped into sports bet, and I took both of them for a bit of a ride.
Took him to the cleaners.
Yeah, I did indeed.
We'll get into the overs now. Giga Kick won, paying, what was it, $21?
$18 on the jump.
Yeah, $18 at the jump. I think it was $21 the other night when we were looking.
It was.
But yeah, Nature Strip got dusted.
I was very surprised. Very surprised.
So
I was pretty bullish on Nature Strip. Everyone knew it. All the boys knew it anyway.
Once Lost and Running got scratched, I thought.
Yeah, I had a look on Saturday morning and Lost and Running was scratched. And I was like, holy fuck, I don't know who to put anything on now. Like, obviously, Nature Strip was the clear favourite, but wasn't paying enough for my liking.
No.
Yeah, well, it was very, very short. And then after Lost and Running was scratched, it was even shorter. Like it went out from it was $2.20.
It was $1.40 when I looked
It was
at it.
$1.40 Saturday morning.
Yeah, and it was even tighter by that.
It got back out to $1.95.
But the jump nearly got back to $2, and me and you were both sitting here saying, "Let's put 200 on it."
Lucky
It's
we didn't.
It's $2, but we
Lucky
didn't.
we did it.
Luckily, we didn't.
But
Like that first three, it didn't even end up getting the top three Nature Strip. But you got
it was
fourth.
Giga Kick,
Private Eye, and
Jacano.
Jacano.
I
Yeah.
think it was.
Nah, Jack and I top four. I didn't.
What come third?
Oh, what was?
I don't know. I did all top fours on that one. I'd Master
Wino
Crusader
came
the
last.
window, and that did not go well.
Master Crusader?
Yeah, that's
Maybe
Mm.
maybe that came.
no,
fourth.
that didn't come top four either.
No, it was someone random. It was another random one because the trifecta paid out like fucking big.
$4,500.
Yeah.
So that was the Everest. We got the Kosciuszko.
Yeah, we're back to Kosciuszko winner.
I got the Kosciuszko. That was a good win, little win. And then the Caulfield Cup, another roughie comes in Durston.
Yeah, that was not expected. Did not see that one.
Down the outside, getting the win there.
I
I
had-
thought Knights Order was going to hold on for the win there. Come around the
Yeah,
skin of the straight.
we're on Knights Order, and I had that nice little multi on Knights Order and I think Smoking Romans.
Yeah. We had that, yeah.
Yeah.
Smoking Romans did nothing.
Smoking Romans just like
Forgot about that.
yeah, we had like that. We had that nice little multi on. Would have been fucking. It was paying
It's like
out.
top four, we had like the
Top four,
favourite.
top four, yeah.
Top four, the favourite to top four, and Knights Order to top
Yeah,
four. We
and
put
it was
like, I think we
paying-
put $40 on it.
Yeah, we put out like, we used our bonus.
Yeah.
I think like $50-$60.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much money you can get just doing that on a couple of different races, eh?
Yeah, it was like that. That's why that battle was so good because they were giving you double your stake back.
Yeah, that's some fucking
Like that was like unheard
Crazy
of.
promotions
Once they started
on.
doing that, I was like, oh fuck.
Well, I put my bet on for the NBA, so I put the sixes on.
Yeah.
And I put five. You can put two $5 on.
Yeah.
You can't just spend more than 10.
Yeah.
So I put $5 on Panthers and $5 on the Roosters for next year.
yeah.
And
Interesting.
then World Cup, I've done the same thing for Argentina, Spain. So
Yeah, well, I kind of fucked up when I was what I did on Saturday when I was with you. I told you I accidentally put $1 instead of $10 in Argentina. So then I ended up I put $9 on the Germans.
I don't mind the Germans actually.
Don't mind the Germans.
They kind of know.
They've
I haven't
been-
heard too much about them. They're kind of
Yeah,
the
they do.
sneaky
They fly
come
under
out
the
of
radar
nowhere.
a little bit. The old Germans. But you look back at their World Cup form.
There's
back
been a
to
few key injuries, but for that, eh?
well, this weekend,
there's some-
Conte's gone.
Conte's gone.
Reece
Reece
James
James gone. Who
Lots
else is
of
out?
injuries.
Someone else got injured.
Well, I know that England doesn't have Trent, Kyle Walker, or
Yeah, that's-
Reece James.
They got no
So
right back.
They'll be playing
In comes Wan-Bissaka.
They'll be playing Trippier.
Trippier, maybe.
Well, he had a good game today this
Yeah.
morning,
Yeah.
actually. Got man of the match. So
Or they play a three at the back formation. And
they always play a three at the back formation, but they play left wing,
Yeah,
left wing back, right wing
yeah.
back. So they play. That's where they usually play. Trent and
Yeah.
Chilwell.
Well, no, they've been playing Reece James. Trent didn't play a single one of the World Cup warm up games,
Because he can't defend.
and neither did fucking.
Jack's got very strong feelings about Trent.
Oh, I reckon he'd be a good midfielder or a good right winger. But he's not a right back. He just works well in that Liverpool system for so many years. But we'll get into that in a sec. Max, we'll get into it now. Liverpool on the weekend. Last night got the Chockies against
Yeah,
Man
this
City,
morning.
1-0.
This morning was a good win. The goal was fucking nice.
It was a great goal.
Great goal. It was very smart. I think I saw a thing and it was about just before 2 minutes before they took the kick. Allison kicked the ball. They had the subs, and Salah got called to the bench. Klopp spoke to him, and apparently, when they went back out there, he wasn't stuck to the wing as he usually would be. He was floating around the middle more, and that's how it happened.
It was a good goal.
He was off position. That's why Cancelo just kind of didn't track him properly. He was in a different area.
One thing I've noticed with Liverpool this year is they need to concede a goal for them to get into the games, but because City had scored early on,
Yeah, they
it was
got
caught
they got
offside.
disallowed.
But after that, they looked like a different
It
team.
wasn't off. It was Haaland got fouled. He fouled Fabinho in the.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, he fouled
It was
Fabinho in
disallowed.
the lead up.
But I feel like Liverpool just need a goal to get scored against them for them to get in the games this year. But my record of City being undefeated has now been broken.
Yeah, I think we all jinxed that last week, to
Yeah,
be
we
honest
did.
with you. I think I was only saying as well that I didn't see them getting beaten, but
Yeah, well, I didn't see us. I thought that we might get a draw out of this one, but I was very happy with the win.
Well, Van Dijk keeps his record intact as
that's
well.
it.
69 games undefeated at
It's a
Anfield.
fucking ridiculous.
That's a
record.
pretty good stat.
3 years he hasn't lost there.
3 years, that's mad. That's craziness. On to another team that loses all the time at home. Man United drew with Newcastle 0-0. I didn't get up and watch this game, so the draw is on my shoulders alone. I take full responsibility for it. But there was a moment in the game where the crowd jubilant went up as Ronaldo scored, but it was later called back. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
What do you reckon?
Thought it was a desperate act from a desperate man.
I thought it was a bold move, Cotton. I thought it could have worked. I thought
It was very bold, and it was the whole team yelled at the ref for like 5 minutes after it until he got his yellow card.
I full Bukaki him, mate. It was just like, it was abuse.
Like they were like, oh, look, someone goes, look at him, look at Ronaldo, like the predator, ready to pounce. He's just walking over there and takes the ball and kicks
I think
it
it was just because, like, it was so
it's
weird.
It's very smart. It's smart.
Because some referees, I reckon...
There was no way that the free kick being taken.
I don't reckon it was a yellow card, but...
Well, I think he got carded because
he was
not allowed
yelling
to do that.
But he, like, kicked it back to him.
He kicked it in the goal.
No, like, at the start. Like, the ref blew the whistle and then he kicked it back.
He took it to the spot.
I don't know. I think it was a goal.
I think
they
they
were
had,
robbed.
they had to get to the spot, that's all.
I want to see an investigation, full investigation. Going too good.
You're going too good. Well, Newcastle's sitting in 6th now.
Yeah.
And our win today brings us up to 8th. And Arsenal's win this morning puts them 4 points clear.
Arsenal defeating Leeds 1-0.
I thought they would have won by more, but...
That's a win away is good.
That's only because Sportsbet gave me that boosted 4-1 odds thing. I was like, oh yeah, Arsenal's probably got
What was
thrashing.
that paying? 4-1 for Arsenal to win.
They boosted my odds from like $20 to 34.
Fucking hell.
You know who's sneaky at the moment? Bloody Tottenham and Man City are tied on 23 points.
Yeah, Tottenham hasn't really.
Say it again. Tottenham hasn't versed anyone good.
They've had their easy games.
Who they play this week?
They versus Man United this Thursday night.
Brighton's another we said it.
Morning.
We said it the other day about Brighton. They've got a game. They're playing tonight.
Yeah, Brighton are versus tonight.
Yeah.
No, they played yesterday. Brighton and Hove Albion.
Have they?
Yeah.
Or maybe I bet on them for next week's game.
Yeah, I think it might be next week's game.
Yeah, must have been. Yeah, because they played Benford, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did, and they got
They
beat.
lost. Yeah, they lost 2-0.
Ivan Toney.
Mate, if they go on stats wise, he should be starting for that England squad.
He's playing. I reckon he's killing it. He's very good. I reckon you could see him at Man United next year. I reckon. Well, we need a striker because Ronaldo's out the door
Yeah,
to
you got
Chelsea.
you got the raper Mason Greenwood.
What about when don't you get?
Allegedly, okay, allegedly. No,
When did we get,
he's been charged. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's not
he got
allegedly.
charged the other day, didn't he?
Charged.
What about you can get Jesse Lingard back?
Oh, Jay Lings.
Jay
man.
Lings?
Yeah.
No, he will never go back. After
Yeah.
there was a big fucking controversy.
We'll
after
see him in the
that.
A-League in about a year and a half because he's doing fucking nothing for Nottingham.
Is he playing for Nottingham? I thought he was at West Ham.
No, he's at Nottingham.
I didn't even know he was playing at
The other
Nottingham.
24 signings that they made.
Did you
this year.
see what
Hey, at least
Nottingham
they've got a
did?
win.
What Nottingham did before the game, they were like playtime with the fucking puppy
dogs.
dogs. And then after Wolves won 2-0, they said playtime's over with a fucking axe through a tree.
Just chopping down trees? So, yeah, Gunners defeat Leeds 1-0. It's a good win away. And I didn't know this, that they are leading with the most points in the Premier League at the moment with the youngest average age ever.
Yeah, they've got a very young team.
23.8. So that's
That's
pretty
a real
scary.
ESPN stat there, Jack.
It was. I saw it on the way in here when I was driving back from the driving range this morning.
I did see a deluded fan say that the answer to everyone's problems with Holland is Saliba. And it was one of the Arsenal TV fan guys. It was on some thing, and he was like,
Was the black guy, Robbie?
Yeah, that guy. It was like, the only man that can beat him, Saliba, blood. Oh, come on, mate. Like, he's been
He's good for how old he is.
Well,
Saliba,
I think Thiago did the right thing by taking Holland out today. He just like gave him one of the Jats crackers.
yeah, just booted him in the nuts. That was full on.
That really took him down a peg, and he couldn't get. But I think Van Dijk gave him a bit of a fucking hard time too.
Yeah, he did. He played well Van Dijk today.
Van Dijk, because he's been out of form. Like, he has been in and out of form all year. But,
So maybe
today
he is
looked
human.
good.
Then we spoke about him being alien last week.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, like the last two games, he's only scored one. This game, his first game without a goal.
Well,
that's got to happen eventually.
Think about it. The Royals have hidden plain sight, and they're lizard people, and they've been hiding in plain sight for years. So he's got to somewhat bring back to normality.
Maybe he did it on purpose just to quieten the noise a bit.
Yeah, maybe the people.
Pep's told him to.
There were people
quiet
trying to
down.
blood dope him and stuff like inject themselves with Holland.
Did you see all the controversy that came out of that game after it was finished, Bart?
No.
The fans threw coins at Pep, apparently. people were out there saying that's the first time Pep's ever complained about money being thrown at him.
I was going to say, they get money all the time.
And then apparently the City fans were like, doing like fucking chants about the Hillsborough fucking all that stuff. Like, there's going to be a big investigation after that game. Apparently it was real bad.
This is like a weekly occurrence in the Premier League. There was that racism thing last week.
So I don't know if what happened with that because Henderson was playing.
Yeah, nothing really
So
happened.
nothing
Because
come out
they
of
said
it.
I saw a thing and it said if he was really racist and with all of it, you would have think that they would have done it like
Something would have
straight away.
Because the ref was right near it. They would have picked
Yeah.
up the ref mic.
Yeah.
They got mics around the stadium. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't get played.
But yeah, the past couple of weeks there has been coming a bit of shit out of the Prem.
But the next game, Chelsea defeat Villa 2-0.
Yeah,
Harry
boys.
Potter continuing on.
Continue to cast spells, yeah. Well, I saw a quote from Gerrard who said something about Chelsea not fulfilling their potential yet this season, and that if they were the real deal, they'd come to Villa Park and give them a hiding, and they did just that.
Maybe Gerrard needs to shut his mouth because his team sucks this year.
They've gone all right. They've won a couple.
Mason Mount getting into some fine form coming into the World Cup too. He scored a double.
and a
Did
nice
you see his free kick? It was
Yeah, it was
very
a very
nice.
nice free kick.
That was a
Look
banger.
at me on FIFA 23.
Didn't Messi scored a really good free kick this morning too? Actually,
I didn't see that.
I
what
don't
league
know
was
if he
that in?
scored. I don't know if he scored it.
Oh, was that in league?
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares? who did he score against? Vukovic?
I don't know.
Matt Ryan?
Vukovic is playing for the boys.
Yeah.
The boys in the yellow and
Yeah,
navy.
he's come home.
Yeah,
He's
he
come
cost
home.
us the win yesterday. The ball went straight through his hands. He allowed to go corner FIFA glitch and run out and grab the ball, and he just completely missed it and just went straight in the goals.
He used to be my hero when I was a kid. I got to meet him one time down at the soccer fields near Chittaway Coles.
What's he doing there?
They did like a signing there.
Some random
They had
place
like
to
some
do it.
Central Coast Mariners training there. I got to
Buy
meet him.
ice did they buy ice after it as well in that park?
Well, I was probably a little bit younger than that. What happened after?
the
but-
soccer fields. Oh, yeah, I know that. Over the back bit.
Yeah, near where
Yeah.
Kyle McBurdy used to live.
Yeah, I know now. I remember now. I remember.
Yeah, I saw. Who were they playing that fucking Messi thing? He hit the underside of the bar off his fucking underside of the crossbar, so he must have gone in. They were playing Marseille.
Marseille.
What's he on for club goals now? He'd be
Messi,
pretty close to Ronaldo, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was 9 goals behind before that, so that'd be 8 now.
Yeah, he should be 9 after that disallowed goal still, but, you know.
Yeah, well, there's a bit of a rivalry between Jack and Corey here. There's one believes that Ronaldo is
it's
the
been
best
like
ever,
this for
and
at
one
least
believes
10
Messi's
years,
the
Rito.
best ever.
And there always will be.
And I reignited the flames last week by posting that Messi is only 9 goals behind Ronaldo after he broke his record. And Corey and Jack got into a real vile argument, so I think we're going to bring it to the forefront of.
There's been a lot of stuff
everyone's
going on
like-
behind the scenes.
I just want to bring it to the forefront, get it out of the way, so we can get.
Well, I hope Corey's brought his
we can be-
stats.
so we can be really nice and happy friends again.
I hope Corey's brought his stats with him because I'm statted out of the arse with facts about why Ronaldo's better.
I've done absolutely no research into this.
Yeah, exactly. I thought so.
It's just pure vibe.
All I'm going to say is Ronaldo, for the first 8 years of his career, played right mid. He wasn't a striker. Then he went to La Liga, in the league where Messi was dominant, and outscored him nearly every year. Now he's in a Farmers League again, an even worse league. Yeah, he scores one free kick every now and then, but
He's actually scored like 20.
yeah,
Hey,
okay,
but-
all right, okay.
He's
having a
playing
good- he's
Champions
having a
League this
very-
year.
he's
He's not
having a
playing
very
Europa
good
League, bruh.
He's had 20 plus goal involvements in club and country this
That's
year.
good. That's good. Ronaldo, he's just on the out at United. He's not loved anymore. He realised. Ronaldo even said himself, "I'm not the same player."
He's not the same player. Well, he's old.
Yeah, he's going to go back to Sporting. He's
Yeah,
not going
but like-
he's not going to go to Chelsea.
Yeah, but look what Zlatan did, and he's older. What he did
Yeah, but
last
Zlatan's not a man.
He's only got
man does
38
not compare
pace,
himself to
Rio.
He's a lion.
the mix of lions. So
He's got no ACLs.
He's got 30 pace.
30. He's per motorcycle. 23. This year on FIFA, he'd be catching up.
His stamina's 34.
Per motorcycle this year with his lengthy trade, he'd be catching up.
Zlatan would be lengthy as for the 10 minutes you can play with his
Yeah, he's
nose.
got 32 stamina.
I saw something on Instagram this morning that was like some guy on FIFA. He had Kylian Mbappe like jogging down the field, and he had Oliver Giroud sprinting, and Mbappe beat him down the field.
No, I saw something. Harry Maguire and Mbappe were running at the same pace, and Harry Maguire got there faster than Mbappe because he's
Really?
lengthy. So,
'Cause he's length.
Fucking stupid.
we have one more game as well.
Oh, the Tottenham game.
Tottenham game.
Yeah, they beat Everton. But Everton have been terrible this year. I did see that.
Messi's also in Call of Duty this year.
He's in Call of Duty.
No, he's
so.
not.
Do you see Zlatan's in the new he's in a movie? Fucking, there used to be a cartoon like book thing.
What, George Shrinks?
It was like Axel
F.
Not Axel F.
He's playing Crazy Frog in a live action movie.
It's like the Viking type fucking blokes, and he's like, they all got like big bushy beards and fucking. I'll try and figure out what it's called.
While you're looking that up, Rito, we'll get back to what we were talking about, which was the Everton game.
Yes, Spurs Everton. Everton, now, they haven't been playing too bad. They've actually come back a little bit. I was worried they were going to get relegated along with Leicester. But Spurs are flying under the radar, like you were saying, Corey. They are going along quite well. This week's a big test for them.
What you said before is fair. Like, they haven't versed any of the, or many of the clubs up higher this year, but you've only got to beat what's in front of you so far, and they've been doing that as well. So
yeah, I agree.
We'll see how they go.
That movie is called Asterix and Obelix. It's like some fucking. I don't think it's going to be in English.
Sounds really good, man.
It was like some cartoon book. I remember they used to have it at the library at school.
Oh, The Day My Bum Went Psycho. That cult classic that everyone used to read.
That banger.
I was working at a school the other day, and I was looking through the library. I was trying to find out about trade. He's like, that was a book at school?
That sounds like a Charlie Waffles song.
Charlie Waffles.
Bye, bye, boobies. I was watching that today.
Oh, yeah. So, who cut the cheese? Nah, I love Charlie Waffles. But, yeah.
Who scored in the Tottenham game?
I think Harry Kane.
I didn't even look.
Henry Kane scored.
Henry Kane.
Harry Kane.
No, it's Henry.
Kenny Carney.
Kenny Carney.
Carney. Well, he can. He scored a pen, and Pierre-Emerick Hojbjerg scored the other.
Hojbjerg. There's this thing. I was looking at futures because I was trying to look at one of the markets today. I think I was going to put Newcastle make top 6 to stay, to finish the year top 6.
What's that paying?
Oh, I couldn't find it, but one of the futures was because half the futures weren't on there. One of them was for a player to get red carded this year. Hojbjerg's paying like $3.
Well, you got to look at
just to get a red card over the entire season. Grant Jack is pretty fucking. He's pretty low down there. He's
My guy, Grant Jack,
$2.40 or something like that.
Liverpool and Brighton Hove and Albion have got a game on Newcastle.
So Liverpool are versing 2 teams, Brighton and Hove Albion.
Yeah.
That's 2 teams.
We got a game.
dog.
Wait, we've got a game in hand, or we're a game ahead.
No, you got a game in hand, so they could potentially both leapfrog.
There's a few people in the top 6 that have got
games.
Yeah, so do United and Chelsea.
United, Man City. Oh no, United, Chelsea, Brighton, Liverpool, Crystal Palace, Leeds. So, yeah, that's Premier League this weekend. Be back next week. We can probably, we'll talk about it again on Thursday.
Yeah.
Because
what games are on this weekend?
this weekend you got Man United, Tottenham. I think that's probably the biggest game of the week. Yeah, it is.
Who's Arsenal got?
Arsenal have got Southampton. So it goes, fuck, Man United can't catch a break. They got Spurs this week, and then next week they got Chelsea.
There was a run. They showed your start of the year was fucked. You had all of us right at the start.
That's all right. Us.
If you can get out of there and be in the top 10, though, it'd be interesting.
Liverpool.
The big clubs.
Oh, yeah, that team that's below us on the ladder.
The team that beat...
What do you mean you've got us?
The team that beat fucking Man City.
Yeah, that's going to be his claim to fame all year now.
The big brother and the big brother at the moment to you.
There'll always be Little City.
Little City.
There'll always be Little City.
They're big brother right now. They're dominant.
Well, speaking over in England, got the Kings game, Rugby League.
Yes.
The World Cup has started.
God's game.
Now, there was a couple of humpings on the weekend. We had England hammered Samoa 60-6. No one saw that coming. Did anyone say they saw that coming?
Especially at half time.
I said to Brooke the day before I was looking for the team. I was like, "Fuck Samoa! Like they're kind of smokies to
take it out."
Yeah. Did you see they came out of that game with 3 injuries as well?
Yeah, Isaac Tagos.
Newelly got shot and just went down because he did his Achilles. I watched it.
No, they reckon calf strain 4 to 6 weeks.
I thought I read broken leg.
No,
I
just saw NRL physio said something.
Yeah,
about it.
I saw NRL physio. You see the video and he's just like they kick the ball off. He's just jogging and then all of a sudden he's just on the ground dead. And then who else got injured? Syndesmosis was hammer. Targo fucked his shoulder, which
I reckon
apparently
he's going to keep playing, but
apparently he went into it with a fucked shoulder.
Yeah, he was already injured. I read that as well. So
And there was a couple of injuries in the
Taylor May dislocated hip.
yeah.
oh, that was
No, not
bad.
Taylor May.
The
Tyrone.
Tyrone,
Yeah.
Nathan's mate.
Nathan's mate.
Yeah. I didn't even know the hammer was Samoan. Or
Neither did I.
Samoan? I thought he was Aboriginal.
He is indigenous.
Yeah, well, so is Andrew Fafita.
Yeah, he's playing for Tonga.
I think everyone's got a bit of everything in them at some point, if you look hard enough.
Yeah. That is true.
What's that meant to me?
Yeah, like, you know, you're going to use that website, ancestry.com.
Yeah, I used it the other day.
Do you reckon that's what they use to work out who they're
Related to
eligible
Magic
for?
Johnson. That's why I'm so good at basketball. What?
What?
Don't laugh about my great uncle.
Mate, your career's done. You're over.
Not done.
You're
Just
washed.
resting.
You're washed, bro.
I'm washed. What? I'm the guy that the Flint Tropics traded for the washing machine for. We traded a washing machine for this guy.
A bag of potato chips.
What's his name? Oh, I forget his name. The creator of the alley-oop.
The creator of the alley-oop.
That's all I do. I just give and go and cook up dishes.
He's just
for
a
people.
paint beast, mate. Post scorer.
Not anymore. Never again. Not going the paint.
He's
again.
relegated to the corner now. That's where he lives.
Maybe not. Might just coach. Might just take up coaching. But yeah, England hammered Samoa. I didn't see that coming. I don't think anyone else did here.
No.
And we had New Zealand defeating Lebanon today, 34-12 this morning.
Yeah, I watched a bit of it. I watched the second half.
Adam Dewey and Robbie Farah both getting sent off.
Like I was saying, I was telling Corey about it before. Robbie Farrell was hiding behind the New Zealand players after he said whatever he said. He was hiding behind the players because I thought that he must have been running water for New Zealand because he was standing right next to them. Like they were all in a huddle after they'd scored, and he was like standing behind them on the sideline. So he must have like screamed out and then just gone like ducked down.
As if the ref's going to go, you're off. Like, they have people in his ear, they know who it
Well,
is.
apparently they said,
What did they say?
how about you start giving us some fucking calls?
Grant Atkins is useless and he hates the West Tigers, so I think that's why he done it. That's what I'm calling it.
Well, like Joey
Wasn't he
Manu.
the one that Tamo went off at?
Yeah.
He's the one that cost us the...
Yeah, the Cowboys game.
No, it wasn't. That was fucking Klein.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Oh.
But Manu fucking ripped it to shreds for it. There was like
Yeah, Manu
he
had
just went
216
nuts.
metres,
He went
50 out
nuts.
post-contact.
Like there was one of the plays where he like ran nearly. I think he nearly ran through the entire team and then got an offload to Dylan Brown to score under the post.
That was a good try. That was a good try.
fucking-
He was
and
like
then
freaking falling over at one stage.
Yeah, and they just kept going. Like they
Yeah.
couldn't get him down.
Yeah, that was a good try.
Lebanon looked like they were playing park footy. Like they were just throwing the kitchen sink at him. They were just do anything they could to try and get over the line.
Well, when your halfback's Mitchell Moses.
Did you see Mansour made the break, like the half break downfield, then just did a crossfield kick and fucking they were hoping that someone could get there to catch it.
Hey, you never know. They can do something crazy, Lebanon, you know. You never know.
Oh, it's gonna be a really good game when they verse Ireland. Eh?
Them and Ireland, that's going to be a cracking game.
But the Irish game, I saw
Holy
Brendan's
shit.
stat line. He got the try assist and a try. That's good.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
try
And he only
assist
played-
is a little bit sketchy, but
He only
still
played,
played well.
he
I
only
know
played
his
40
tries,
minutes
but-
too.
Yeah, he come on, he started.
Yeah.
He played good, Brendan.
His try was pretty good. He picked it up and
Picked
got
his
out there
moment
like
well.
a touch footy player.
Pretty well. Luke Keary played well too.
Yeah, I heard Kiri.
He was a boy amongst men.
Yeah.
Or a man amongst boys.
But they were playing the Jamaica Me Crazies. So you
Hey,
know.
at least they got their first ever international points.
Yep, it was a 40 metre goal.
He slotted it.
40
The
minutes.
crowd went ballistic.
Yeah, the
when it
crowd
happened
went
as well.
nuts.
It was at half time. They had no choice but to go for the go
I
for
think
the
they were
goal.
watching the Ronaldo game.
Yeah.
I wish there was when
Well,
exact
actually,
same moment where Ronaldo
did you hear what Vossi said in commentary while in the New Zealand game this morning? Forget about Cristiano Ronaldo, the superstar of England right now. Joseph Manu is the man to be.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, Vossi's always good for a bit of hyperbole.
I hate him. Wouldn't care
I'll
if I never
always
heard
have a
him
soft
again.
spot for him just for the commentary on the
Yeah, but he
games
doesn't
he's
say
done.
any of
did you
that
see
stuff anymore.
The Kiwi commentators were back for the
Oh,
World Cup.
was he?
Yeah, one of them was in the box with Rossi.
Oh, what's his name?
And he was going,
Darryl Halligan and what's his Monty Beefham.
I don't know who it was, but it was one of the Kiwi boys that they were like, they were talking to him. They going, he's talking about Lebanon. He goes, "Oh, it sounds like you're trying to change teams mid-game, eh?"
I like when he goes, Manu Vatu Vai, Kevin Locke.
They got such passion, the Kiwis.
I used to love it. Remember when Kevin Locke like popped his shoulder out in that?
When he ran to the
When he ran
goalpost.
to the goal,
Yeah.
bro?
Oh my god!
Kevin Locke is dead.
Tell you what, one thing I've noticed in some of the games I watched, the in goal is fucking so short.
because of the soccer fields.
Didn't I swear Luke Lewis fucking done his shoulder one year.
Yeah, Sonny Bill went over the...
Brett Morris did, yeah.
Sonny Bill he tripped over and went dead because the in goal was heap short. Or he stepped out or something.
I was having a look at the Australian highlights again this morning. There's like probably 2 or 3 times where players slid into the
it was
the signage.
It was real wet and dewy. Like in the New Zealand game, they were saying stay away from the sidelines because people must be just getting fucking sliding out.
I thought you were going to say stay away from the Jews. Say God, Reno. Yeah, that's a bit anti-Semitic.
No, it's typical Liverpool, mate.
What am I getting afraid? I was talking about people sliding out of the sliding down tackles.
Pretty sure he's just sliding on Jews. That's what I heard.
Said the Jew.
It's on record, Reno.
We'll clip it up.
Haven't you ever heard of morning dew? You know, the dew set into the grass. You know, gets a bit wet and slippery.
What's the morning Jews? Are the same people in the afternoon?
Mountain Dew.
Oh, dew. Yeah, don't say Jew.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it's dew. No, you got to say dew.
It's morning dew.
Otherwise, I don't know what you're saying. I think you're talking about that race of people.
They're
that are lovely people.
being persecuted. And
Anyway,
shouldn't be.
Let's try and get away from the bigotry here. We'll get back to the
anti-Semitic.
footy. What about the Italians? They had a good win.
Yeah, they did too.
Well, I think the Mafia paid them off the other team before the game. Respectfully,
Well, they scored a hat.
I saw a couple of shady figures in the crowd.
Someone's got a hat. Like they're wearing like velour jumpsuits and stuff.
I reckon they had some Thompsons under their coats. To be honest, I thought they were going to shoot.
How
players
is Nathan Brown Italian?
He's the captain of the Italians.
Yeah. Pass it to the Italians.
Like,
Is he Italian because he had spag bowl for dinner one night?
because he can say Arrivederci.
Gorlami.
Maybe he went back on Ancestry.com to figure
Maybe
out where
he
it
did.
came from.
I reckon
He must
did.
be. He's related to Capone or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, Al
Someone from
Capone.
the Mafia. But yeah, we'll go back to Australia. They defeated Fiji 42-8.
Pretty dominant.
Fiji, they turned up a bit.
They scored
I
the
saw-
first try.
Yeah, I saw someone lose their multi on Sivo not scoring. It was paying $25,000 off $10.
Oh,
So bad beat. That's a bit
very
rough.
bad beat.
Bit of a rough, but yeah, Australia dominated. Fox looked good.
Yeah, he scored a
Oh,
double.
Harry Grant.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Harry Grant.
I saw something that Cameron Munster got me in the match, but he must
Yeah,
have...
he did.
I only saw the second half, but he must have fucking played well in the first
He
half.
did
'cause
play well in the first half.
Harry Grant, I only watched the second half, but Harry Grant just fucking dominated.
He
40-20s, tries, just been an absolute menace out of dummy half.
He's a menace.
Like Dennis the Menace.
I thought Cherry Evans didn't play that well.
No, for him to keep his spot, he would have needed to have like 7 try assists and 4 tries, and
Yeah. He should be on a plane back to Manly.
2
If you
field
ask me.
goals.
His club's in crisis. He needs to get back there.
he might need to come back and coach us, captain coach.
No, he was got Seabold.
Yeah. Did you see what Steve Renoff said?
I reckon it's so true. Because you've said it before about Manly, how like you got to be a Manly player to coach at Manly and be successful.
Yeah, 100%.
how the
Look what
hell's
happened
he
to Trent
got himself
Barrett.
in there?
Yeah, but when he went to Brisbane, he kicked all the old boys out of Brisbane.
Yeah.
That's what pissed them all off. But I don't know. Seabold will be. I think he will be the next coach.
Oh, it's been
I'm
pretty much
crossing my fingers and toes to make sure
apparently
he
it's
isn't.
confirmed. Apparently they're waiting until the Des thing sorted, and then once that's sorted, Seabold will be in. But like I was on one of like the Matty Johns podcast things I was listening to. They said they better fucking get to it because it's nearly November.
I was reading a thing that he won't be to training until 3 weeks after preseason started because he's got to be assistant coach of the Rugby World Cup.
Oh fucking hell! Did you see what Did you see the thing they said about what Des was doing with Schuster as well? Taking heaps of time out of taking all his personal time to go fucking train him every morning to help him lose weight.
Yeah, I saw that. No, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what happens
It's
to
fucking.
Manly.
It's weird how they've just turned on him like that. Like you could obviously see the players fucking want him
The
there.
players obviously want him there, but perhaps
Yeah,
the players don't pay his wages. But
It was messy no matter what, because if they didn't kick him out, it would have been every game this year. Did they win? Is Des going to stay? When's he going to get kicked out?
yeah, they kind of.
I mean, it's going to be messy as well with Seabold. They'll do the exact same
Oh
thing.
well,
but-
you just fucking got the worst coach in NRL history.
you literally do.
oh well, between
Behind
him,
Trent Barrett.
oh yeah, and the Knights one, who's been a part of some grand finals.
Well, he's credited now for the women's grand final too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to get on his knees and beg for permission for that one.
Yeah, Millie Boyle said that it was a big part.
He was huge.
Adam O'Brien.
But it's at least the Turbo Boys are sticking by the club.
Do you reckon
That would have been if they had asked for a release? Then that's when, if I was a Manly fan, I'd probably cry.
I 100% would have, but I think there was just a little bit of media beat up there.
Yeah, of course it was.
I mean, they've got nothing else to talk. They had nothing else to talk about until the World Cup started, so I was trying to fill in a bit of time while Buzz Rothfield.
Well, Buzz today's reporting that Luke Brooks is set to join
Newcastle.
They were saying it all last year. Now, as a Tigers fan, I'm fucking stoked if that happens.
Mate,
in the words of Dan Gannay, goodbye.
Yeah.
If what you told me is true, Jack, and they're paying that much of his salary, you've swindled the fuck out of them.
So the Knights are willing to pay 700k of his contract.
That's fucking
where the
madness.
Tigers only contribute 200,000, which is
or 250 or whatever it is.
250 or something like that, which is fucking.
Mate, that's
they probably pay cleaners more at the new Centre of Excellence than that.
So what happens in the halves then? Because you lost Jock Madden.
It'll be Hastings and Dewey.
Oh yeah, Dewey. I forgot about Dewey of
Descent.
I'm not playing it unless I play 5'8".
Well, you have Robbie Farah and your trainers as well. The dynamic duo.
Yeah, and Benji.
Yeah,
And Benji.
No, the dynamic duo from the Lebanon game this morning.
We got Jaden's Finches.
Abused the ref.
We've got Jaden's Finches in our coaching box.
Like the ref copped it in that Lebanon game
Fuck
this
him.
morning. The Carraz abused him. Dewey abused him. Mitch Moses was screaming in his face for like 10 minutes.
Oh wow, Mitch! Oh.
The whole team was like surrounding him at one stage. I was like, this ref's he's gonna get it.
He would. They're gonna wet him.
They're gonna fucking
They're gonna wet him overseas, blood. Or do him.
Fucking do you in, mate.
So Brooks goes. It'll be Hastings and Dewey. I don't know who the backup will be, but we'll figure that out.
There were rumours last year of Hastings leaving, but now
Nah.
he probably just it's his team now.
Well, look, it seems like we're offloading the dead weight. Like Zane Musgrove, see you later.
Yeah,
Luke Brooks,
just
see
to
you
our
later.
second feeder team now, the Dragons that seem to take all our dead wood that we don't want.
Yeah.
Respectfully, they took Empire off our hands.
They took
Now
The
they're
Dragons are
they took Sharon.
the Dragons are just the definition of mediocrity.
They are.
I don't know what's going to happen with them next year. They're fucking.
Mate, they
I
got
reckon
10 people in the
But
top
they're-
100 salaries.
They got fucking 4 people showing up to Prezzo.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
joke.
that's right.
That was a
They
joke.
had 3 people show up to Prezzo.
And one of them was Ben Hunt.
One was Ben Hunt because obviously he just signed a new deal.
Yeah.
One was Molo's, not Francis Molo, the younger brother.
Junior Molo.
Yeah, whatever his name is. I can't think of it right
Frank
now.
Molo?
Yeah, that
Francis
might be it.
Molo.
No, the younger brother.
Oh,
Not the one from the Cowboys, the other one.
so was he in the top 30?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
played.
he played. And then, who was the other one?
Zach Lomax?
Lomax, that's it.
Yeah, I thought it was, yeah. That's
To
pretty
be
fucked.
fair
Apparently,
to
they
them-
said that they knew it was going to be late, but they all said that they were all on the holidays and stuff.
Some of them were on holiday.
Apparently, some of them were just at home and didn't want to go.
Yeah.
chilling.
Well, the ones that are on holidays, I can understand because they're fucking.
Yeah.
They've had it way too late. Whoever organised
Well, they left it late
They were never
because
going to win the grand final.
They did it because the chicks. They wanted to have it on the same night of the girls, so they thought the girls would go further into they thought the girls were going to win the grand final or something, I guess. And then they put it all the way back there.
Yeah, well, they got beat in the round robin, so that didn't happen. But, not much NRL chatter going on other than Manly.
Oh, no.
Another
and,
scandal. Someone else's
Curran got done for the headbutt in a 17-year-old.
Or to get charged.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I
He
didn't-
did.
17-year-old in the
much about that.
nightclub.
What else? What
got
else
thrown
happened? There was
out.
someone else got
Luciano
done.
Leilua, he stood down. There was another thing as well.
Have you spoken about the Cam Munster signing with Melbourne? We did that last
No, we
week.
I
haven't.
don't think we touched on that. No,
No, the
I
recent-
think we
I think
touched on it briefly.
I think that's huge,
Recent-
especially for the Dolphins. Like
When
for
they've-
them not to
Yeah.
get him after throwing 1.5 at him. That's fucking
And
dangerous signs.
Melbourne's got so many locked in now. They've
They've-
got Pappenhausen, Hughes, Grant, and Munster all locked in long-term contracts again.
I'm just worried about Melbourne forwards. They've got Christian Welsh,
Yeah.
but other than that,
He's on long-term contract.
yeah, but other than that, what?
Melbourne always
Melbourne
they're
always
just-
turn
Yeah.
forwards, average forwards into fucking.
Well, look, they
like
do-
Josh King and look at Josh King went down there this year and
yeah, and they're getting
They've just signed
Tariq
that.
Sims.
They've just signed Katoa.
they got what's his name back
The
to
Warriors.
what was his Pele? or something like that. Was it not Pele?
Oh, yeah, Aaron.
Penne,
yeah.
Penne back from the Warriors.
Yeah.
And he goes hard. He was going hard for him before.
Yeah,
that,
well,
so.
that Alessi Katoa, he was decent at the Warriors last year before he got injured.
He was really
too,
yeah,
hasn't
he's
he?
going to Melbourne.
He was really good in his rookie year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be strong. They always are.
Fuck, Supercoach has already told me that Tommy Turbo next year is going to be 480.
Yeah, he's going to be cheap. I'll be getting him early.
Yeah, be jumping on him if he's healthy.
If he's healthy, that's
What about Pappy? Do you reckon you just hold off on him for a bit? And
I'd jump on them both early and then see.
yeah, I jumped
Ride
on
the
Pappy
wave.
the last 2 years, and he's got injured both times. So
Nathan Cleary's already like going to be a
So
mill,
far.
I reckon, straight off the bat.
I was on the Pappy thing the past 2 years, and it's.
I was saying to someone the other, I think I was talking to Darren about Tommy Turbo the other year, like how he was like that greatest season like of all time. But do you reckon it was a little bit of an anomaly because of like
The rule
how
change.
fast the game was?
yeah, I think the rules definitely helped it. Fucking that Manly team, they were just getting on a roll every fucking play with the 6 agains.
Yeah, literally. So I'd be interested to see if he can replicate that.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the type of stuff he was doing coming through the juniors as well. Like he was playing like up 2 age groups just because he was dominating every
Yeah,
every
He's a big
junior
boy.
thing. So
He's tall.
I mean he did it in Origin as well. So
He's very lengthy.
He is lengthy. He'd be lengthy boy.
yeah, fucking oath. Let's just hope he can fucking stay healthy.
Yeah.
At least for the Origin series, because we need to fucking get some pride back for that.
Yeah,
fucking
we
oath we
definitely
do.
need him back for Origin.
Fucking oath we do. But on to the NFL. Nothing really outstanding today. Eagles the only team that remain undefeated still.
Hey, my Giants had another win. That is absolutely
So
outstanding.
the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets
Yeah,
won again.
Jets, Jets.
It's Jaden Phillips' favourite team.
Yeah, Jaden was ecstatic on it.
I've heard he's not taking off that jumper until they win the comp.
Win the Super Bowl.
I was waiting all fucking weekend for him to see him wearing that jumper, and it fucking came out.
I wore it just for you, Kyle. I know you
It's
love
too
it.
hot.
He had it on the Saturday night, and I was fucking like, there it is. the
Liam
Jets.
said him and Hunter were both wearing green. They look like they were straight out of Silverwater. Both wearing the same like coloured jumper. But yeah, NFL this weekend. Eagles the only team remain undefeated, beating my Dallas Cowboys.
Did Dak play?
I'm not sure. We're at the driving range, so I didn't really watch. But I'm pretty sure I thought he was going to play, so just loading it up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was supposed to play. Hold on, I've got it up here. If it wants to work,
We've got no reception out here.
I've got some stuff. Dak. I don't think he played.
Nah, Cooper Rush
No,
played.
Cooper Rush. So that ends Cooper
He had
Rush's streak.
three interceptions.
I think they might have sat him for that reason, like coming back from an injury
Yeah.
versus the best team. Like, it's pretty smart.
Yeah, well, I know Burrows had a good game for the Bengals.
Yeah, Burrow did.
Played real well.
Who won the...
The Bills beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I watched the final quarter of that. Josh Allen.
Fuck, I love Josh Allen.
Fuck, he's so good.
Do you reckon he's better than Mahomes?
It's interesting. I don't know. I love Mahomes.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a tough one, eh?
Allen, like that final drive he had, he literally jumped over a dude. I don't know. Go back and watch it. It's fucking unbelievable.
6'5" doing that kind of shit.
And he's, what's he like, 250 pounds?
Yeah, he's huge.
He's fucking massive.
He's a mammoth. It's like, I don't know.
He had a pretty clutch fucking throw to get that touchdown in because, like, the Chiefs' corner like jumped up as high as he could and it just went over his fingertips and then landed perfectly in Dawson Knox's hands for the touchdown.
Yeah.
And then I think the rush of the Bills just got to Mahomes and he threw the interception to seal it.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. So, I don't know.
Actually,
Bills,
I've got that play right there. You're talking about how he jumped over the bloke's head and looking at him.
Oh, it's fucking unbelievable.
I feel like it'll be Buffalo, Kansas.
for the AFC
For the
Championship,
AFC.
yeah. It's a shame they can't meet up in the Super Bowl because fuck, that'd be a good game.
That's the dumb thing about the NFL, I think. Like, and the same with the NBA. You can't have the actual two best teams in the league
Yeah.
versing each other, but I get money. I think money's got a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
I reckon the NBA will change it pretty soon.
I reckon it'd be good if they end up just seeding it. Like you get 8 people from the East and West, and then you seed them 1 to 16.
Charles? We need to get the Apple TV working out here in Same Game Studios. So
Yeah,
we
he
can
makes
shit
it.
up on the TV.
He just makes it look so
He made it
effortless,
look-
Josh
it-
Allen.
Like fucking
Oh my
hurdles.
gosh.
It's like hurdles.
That was crazy.
It was pretty clutch. They had a 4th and 1, and they just put everyone behind the big boy and just pushed him over for the first down. Then they just got on a roll from there.
Yeah, fuck. But yeah, Anything else done in the NFL this week?
I noticed that the Vikings are still doing well.
Yeah, the Vikings are sneaky 5-1. I didn't.
Yeah, because they beat Miami, who's got injuries.
Yeah,
but
is Tua still out?
Yeah, Tua's still out. I think they were playing their third string quarterback because Teddy Bridgewater was out as well.
I also saw that at the game, because they were playing in Miami, it was like 30 degrees hotter on the Vikings side of the bench.
That.
Yeah, they must have been in the sun.
Yeah, they were sitting in, it was like 120 Fahrenheit or something.
That's crazy.
So it was like 30,
What's that, 40
I saw
degrees?
they had like a 70-yard punt or something, the Vikings.
Really?
They fucking flew.
Their last touchdown was he rushed for 59 yards or something.
There was a few clutch plays that finished this
played
week, hey?
pretty
Like
well.
the Colts game,
one,
Matt Ryan threw a clutch touchdown to finish it right at the end there.
So
You were
Colts
saying
got the
before in
win?
the cars, there was another game as well.
Yeah, there was another
Colts got
game
the
with
win?
a kid.
Yeah, Colts got the win over the Jags.
There was the
Bengals got over the Saints.
Well, the Vikings scored
Saints
late in the
Saints are
fourth
this
to
year.
completely fucking wipe out because they were only
Miami.
just ahead. Yeah, to beat Miami, they fucking scored right at the
Jets
end.
beating Packers is huge.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Packers have had a
very
few
good
bad
this year.
losses the
They're
past few
Yeah,
weeks,
I don't
hey?
think- I don't think they'll be in it this year. Steelers beating the Bucks.
Yeah, Tom Brady. Played
Tom Brady
decent-
should have
decent too.
stayed retired.
What
Yeah,
is
would have saved his marriage at
Yeah.
least.
What?
Would have saved his marriage at least.
Oh, did he break up with?
Oh, have you not
She
seen
said
it?
if you
No.
go back to play,
there's so much
we're over,
fucking drama
pretty much.
about it, mate. They're all the divorce lawyers and shit are going. They're dragging each other through the mud now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, poor family.
Yeah.
How much has he got in money? He'll probably only walk out.
What was that TV deal he signed? Like $1 billion
Yeah.
over 10 years.
He'll
or
probably
whatever
only
it was?
walk out with like 100 million or something like that. Poor bloke. I feel sorry for him. As if she's not gonna get anything. They would have had a prenup for sure.
Oh, you reckon?
Maybe, I don't know.
A lot of celebrities don't really do that.
Oh, you'd think if you're on that much money, you would.
You reckon?
They should. I don't know, man. She'll find a way to swindle him.
You're gonna get one with
She'll
Brooke?
get a share.
Corey's gonna get a prenup.
He's a doctor.
I get the car.
He's doctor.
Mate, she might need a prenup. She's the big earner, mate.
You're just gonna
She's
be
gonna cut
Corey's
you.
just gonna be daddy daycare.
Yeah, Corey's got a sugar mum.
Yeah, daddy's
You
home.
and Josh, give me daddy daycare together.
Daddy take care.
What's the Eddie Murphy movie? My Man Crispin.
Mummy, Merry Christmas.
But yeah, NFL, NBA, season starts next week. Not really much going
I haven't
on.
really been paying much attention to the preseason.
Couple of re-signings. Wiggins re-signs 140 million, 4 years.
That was Poole, and Wiggins was 4 years, 100.
I thought Poole was 210 over 5 years.
No, I
think
thought he had a
it was
similar
two-
contract to Tyler Hero. I'll get Woj up on Instagram here. But yeah, there was no way Poole wasn't going to get paid after what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Wiggins,
Yeah.
4 years, 109.
Poole was 140.
Yeah, Poole's 140.
It was 220 Australian.
Be interesting to see what they do with Wiggins, whether they try and package him up and get something for Draymond.
I feel like Draymond's staying, eh?
They
I feel like Steph and Clay would fucking flip if he left.
I saw they
Yeah.
waived bloody
It's do you know how big their luxury tax is going to be
It's
next year?
huge.
It's going to be 500 million.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Especially after they've re-signed those two. So they've got to move someone on, otherwise they're going to be paying too much money.
I feel like Draymond's the one to move out of.
Yeah,
everyone, 'cause he's on the
100%
most
he is.
money. Like, yeah, he offers a bit, but he's not.
What,
He offers
Mr.
a lot
Triple
of
Single?
defense. Yeah, triple single. Yeah,
Draymond is fucking run him up behind people and tackling them because he's not going to get there.
He was a great defender a few years ago. Like he was.
No,
last year
He
he was.
still is. But
Last
he's
year I
been-
watched him tackle someone because he wasn't going to make the play. He just blatantly
he's a
tackle
hustler.
someone.
He's been.
He just
They wouldn't have
fouled
had
him
their
on
dominant run
purpose.
without Draymond, but
No.
at some point you've got to realise when your time's up.
Yeah, enough's
It's
enough.
over. The
And
bender's over.
The smart thing for him to do,
The sun's coming up.
the smart thing for him to do money wise is to take that player option. Because if he declines that player option at the end of this year, he's not going to get the same amount of money he's on now.
Fuck no. No one's paying for a Dwight Howard. See, he might be retiring.
Yeah, well, no one
Yeah,
wants him.
because he wants a big role.
Yeah, he's not going to be a big role.
Nah, not at this
No.
point in his career.
He might go play he might come over here.
Oh, maybe.
Well,
We could
it'd be
go over
good-
to China and earn big dollars.
It'd be good
over
if the
there.
NBL
Shanghai
started
Sharks.
becoming like that. Like
With the old, like the kind of the MLS.
how they were doing with the A-League for a bit when they
Yeah,
started
when they
getting all
Del
the
Piero
old,
and stuff, yeah.
players out, but I just don't think the money's there for
I wish
people.
Well, they're going the other way. They're getting the young guys, which is probably
Yeah.
better.
Well, now they're not going to be able to because 18-year-olds are allowed to enter straight into the draft.
Yeah.
So
They cancelled that out on them.
A little bit, but
I think they'll still get a few people come over, the ones that aren't quite the 5-star recruits. They'll come over just to prove themselves and develop a bit. But
fuck, I regret not going to see LaMelo Ball play. When he was
I know. I didn't.
One of those things.
Yeah.
When he was playing for what's he?
Illawarra.
Yeah.
It's crazy he's playing for the Dragons. The Dragons of the NBL.
He's going to miss the first couple of weeks of the season. He's got an ankle sprain.
Lonzo's out for the year.
His brother got
Lonzo's got a weird injury.
Charlotte's getting rid of him. Angelo.
Oh, Jello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they waived him.
Oh, did they?
This morning, yeah.
Yeah, there's not too much to talk about in the NBA aside from that. Obviously, once
the
the
season
starts soon, it will be kicking off. But
obviously a big opening game, the Warriors Lakers.
Huge.
Interesting to see how Russell Westbrook goes. I think they're planning on bringing him off the bench. They played his last preseason game, bringing him off the bench, and he played pretty well. So I think that's going to be their plan to start with.
He'll be the one option off the bench.
Yeah,
so he'll be a 6-man. But
they signed Matt Ryan of not the Australian goalkeeper fame.
I don't know Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan is apparently a sharpshooter. He shot like 38% or something.
Is he Australian?
No.
Oh,
but yeah, he's the worst version of Matt Ryan.
Yeah, he's shit Matt Ryan.
Shit Matt Ryan.
Doesn't play for Copenhagen.
Yeah, does he play for Copenhagen? I think he plays for Bruges.
Yeah, he's played for Copenhagen.
He plays for one of them.
He's playing Champions League
jumped
football.
around a bit.
Is he?
Yeah. No, Mindelay plays for Bruges.
He does too.
Yeah, he
Simon
does.
Mindelay.
I've seen him come up a few times in packs.
Ex-Liverpool player.
Mad walkout.
Yeah, like the Lakers, you see them in every single trade scenario. It's just something to do with them trading their 2 picks for Russell Westbrook. I saw something yesterday about them trading Russell Westbrook for DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso, and I was like, why the fuck would the Bulls do that?
That's just madness.
Typical Laker
Bulls
fan.
are a chance of winning it. If they can put it together again.
I think Lonzo's going to be a big loss for them if he's out. Like, I mean, you just give it to DeMar and he'll run it anyway. But
yeah,
DeRozan had a great season last year.
The Lakers are going to be paying $47 million to their best bench player. So
didn't that Austin Reeves ask for like a fucking big role in the team this season?
Yeah, he's starting.
Yeah.
Who?
Austin Reeves.
He should be. He was
little white kid.
He was probably one of the best players last year at the back end of the year.
Yeah, he asked for a big role.
They did have a few injuries at the back end of last year too.
Yeah,
tell you who we didn't
with his constant injuries.
We didn't speak about him. I don't think we spoke about him a few weeks ago, but the Denver Nuggets have been looking pretty good so far with Jamal Murray back.
Yeah, I know.
And Michael Porter as well.
Michael Porter Jr. is the one that I've got a little bit of a personal investment in him, but
yeah, with your cards.
Yeah, with a couple of basketball cards in him, but he's one of those players that when he does play, he's a freak. But it's just that's just such a weird injury with his back.
Yeah, I think hopefully it's something he can get over because
he's a good player.
That was like last season, fucking Brook Lopez got injured in the first game. I remember because I had him in the draft. I drafted him.
He Splash Mountain.
He hurt his back and just didn't play until like the last 4 games.
Yeah, but he's also in his mid-30s.
Yeah, I think this is his last year.
Yeah, well, he hurt his back and was out for like the whole year. I didn't even see what happened.
Back's one of those injuries when you're that old, it's like fucking just...
when you're that old, you've earned that much money.
Yeah.
He's got a ring.
Yeah.
There's not as much motivation.
Oh, he's got a ring now, yeah.
There's not as much motivation for him to come back
in that series when they won. He played really well.
Yeah, Splash Mountain.
He scored 30 points in one game, didn't he?
Yeah. He was a good player back in the day.
Yeah,
when he was at the Nets, he was probably like...
He wasn't a 3-point shooter until he got to the Bucks.
He was probably like top 3 center in the game at one stage.
Yeah, he was scoring 20 points a game for the Nets.
Was that when like him, Jakeem Noah...
Yeah,
and Dwight Howard.
And Tyson Chandler.
Tyson Chandler.
Yeah.
Was that 2013, 2014?
Yeah, around that time, yeah.
Around that. But, yeah, that's NBA. This weekend, the main games in the Cricket World Cup start. Boys, what's your prediction? Who you got to win?
Australia.
Oh, I want to say Australia, but they've been a little bit shaky in the
warm-ups.
In the warm-up games. England spanked them a few times. So, hopefully it's just them just working out a few kinks, and then when it comes time to perform, they can show up.
Yeah, I'm going to go Australia. On home soil, we should defend it pretty easily. But
you'd think.
There's talks of letting Dave Warner become captain of the one-day team again, lifting his band. I think it's been a long time now. I think
I think you can put the sandpaper gate in the past now, I think.
Yeah, well and truly into the past, I think.
Like, the thing with all that fucking thing, that massive thing, there's players that did a lot worse and didn't get in trouble. Cricket Australia just took them, made an example out of them.
Yeah, that's what they've done.
Yeah, and so they should have as well.
And like, it happened like... I saw like all the other teams were doing it and shit, not getting like doing similar things or worse things and not getting in trouble. Like, I think they really need to just like, all right, yeah, it happened. Let's get over it.
Yeah, so I feel like, same thing. Smudge has been able to captain Australia since Test team. And I feel sorry for Cameron Bancroft because he was the one who actually done it, and he's...
Yeah, he's fallen off the face of the
fallen
earth,
off
hasn't
the
he?
cliff, so...
I don't think he's playing Big Bash anymore.
No, I don't think he got picked up.
Yeah, he's playing for...
He was playing for the Scorchers last year.
Yeah, I don't think
he got picked up again this year. I just hope Will Pukowski comes back.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a similar thing with what we're talking about with Porter Jr. just before. If he can stay healthy, he's going to be massive for the next few years. He just needs to not
get hit in the head.
Yeah.
Is he one more off?
I think so, yeah. Or they were going to rest him for give him a full year off.
Yeah, what they did with Kiri.
Yeah, but so you got Australia and New Zealand Saturday night.
That's going to be a fun game to watch.
That'll be a good opening game because I think that'll be the final.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do.
More than likely.
England's got not a bad.
Is there a chance for Australia and England to meet up, or does the draw not work that way?
Not too sure. I haven't looked that far into it, but
yeah,
it could be. Then you got England versus Afghanistan.
That's a ripping game.
Afghanistan are gunning T20.
They are good at T20.
Yeah, they are.
With Rashid Khan.
Yeah, Rashid Khan. I love watching him play. I love watching him play Big Bash.
I don't know. Oh, he's got his brother. What's his brother's name?
Zahir Khan or something, yeah.
Nahir Khan?
Yeah, I think there's a few of them.
Just a couple of Khans running around.
Yeah. I think England will win that one, but
So,
I wouldn't be surprised if Afghanistan put up a fucking good fight as well.
England are renowned chokers.
Yeah, and Afghanistan are good for a smoky win as well. So,
and then the final game of the weekend out of the games that matter is India versus Pakistan.
What about the Jamaicans? Aren't they playing cricket too?
No, they're just playing footy.
The West Indies.
That's West Indies. India versus Pakistan. That's a rivalry game. Someone could die at the stadium that game. That's big. We don't want to get into geopolitical stuff here, but yeah. So we'll chuck up on the Instagram who we think the winners are and stuff.
Oh
like that.
no, Rito! Ireland and Scotland are in this. Remember when we were down there?
We're at Taffy's.
Yeah. Oh, you were there too.
Yeah, Spain.
Oh, that was fucked.
Yeah, that was. Oh, if you never want to get an hour back of your life, go watch B grade.
It was 10. It was a 10 over comp, wasn't it?
Yeah,
10 over comp.
Super 10 European.
Spain versus Ireland. Oh. Ireland were just tonking them out of the ground. It looked like they were playing against bloody 10th grade entrant seagulls.
It looked like backyard cricket. Honestly, it looked like backyard cricket.
It looked like stick cricket.
Yeah, it was stick cricket. The guy fell on his stumps when he got bowled like stick cricket. But yeah, that's the World Cup. We'll throw all that stuff up on the socials.
Australia's paying $3.50
to win.
Yeah,
that's
pretty good value.
It's good odds.
Yeah. Cool.
Were they the favourite or not?
Yeah, England and India. England's $4, India's $4.50.
South Africa
$8.
Yeah.
What's New Zealand paying?
10.
They won it last time. Didn't
Pakistan. No, we won it last time.
Oh, no,
we beat New Zealand.
Did they win the one before?
No.
I thought they won
Pakistan's $8.50, and then it goes Sri Lanka out to $34.
Sri Lanka got beat this morning by Namibia.
Really?
Yeah. In the other games, the other games are like the Netherlands versus
all the lower teams,
and then the winners out of those two come up into the main comp, which starts this weekend. But boys, anything else to add?
Not too much, mate. I think we've
too much at all.
Covered most of it.
Yeah,
it'll be. I think this is the last week that we're going to do this before the NBA starts.
Yeah, NBA starts next week, so
we'll have a bit more stuff to talk about with that.
A bit more NBA. Hopefully, a couple more NRL scandals, more Rugby League World Cup. Cox Plate's on this weekend, so we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll see if Timmy Sheens can get over to England and sign your Johnny Bateman as well. Yeah, we won't talk about that. That's a little. Don't want to jinx it. Little thought I got in my head. That's why he's flying over there. I don't know why else would he be going over there. Was he a part of the English team? He was part of the Super League. Oh, Super League. Yeah. You're right. So maybe, I don't know. He's just going to get a couple of boys. Yeah, maybe. Bring back Gareth Ellis. Yeah, well, they didn't do so good with their English recruit this year, did they? Oliver Gildar. Oliver Gildar, yeah, fuck that cunt. Anyway, we'll let Gilly go the Roosters. But anyway, boys, thanks for coming on. All good, mate. Thanks for having us, boys. See you next week.